welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I'm super excited to get into today's video because today we're doing a little bit of a different kind of reading. Why do people want to be like you? Why are people so drawn to you? Why do people seem to obsess with you or copy you or admire you so much? We're going to get into that today. So yeah, per usual, my Etsy shop is always linked in the description below of every video. If you need a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings, and we're about to get into it. So we have group 1 with the red stone, group 2 with the green stone, group 3 with the blue stone, and group 4 with the yellow stone. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, center yourself, center your intuition, and then pick the pile or piles you're being drawn to, and we're gonna see why we just want to be like me. Okay, why people want to be like you. All right, group 1 with the red stone. So immediately I'm feeling a very strong intensity. You have a very magnetizing spirit. It's giving black and red energy. I don't know if that's going to mean something to someone. Your favorite color may be black, your favorite color may be red, or that mix of black and red kind of describes your energy. Not your aura, but your energy. I feel like you guys are not afraid to pull from your darkness to bring something to light that is useful. You also, okay, let's get into the cards because there's so much. So we have the child nature, and then we have the poet that came out for you. So you guys may be very good with words and people admire that. It seems like you're very slick with your tongue. Like, you guys are masters of seduction as well. You may have read The Art of Seduction, or you may have heard about The Art of Seduction, got into it, and you're like, I do a lot of this stuff automatically. That's my personality. Like, that's just in me. The energy I get with you guys, there's a lot of dark feminine energy here. There's a lot of energy of you guys being like very naturally seductive and intriguing. I'm hearing like people are so drawn to you. It's like they hang on your every word. And also your words, you may find later in life, have impact on people. Like one of my friend's boyfriends, when she first got with, like when he first, so we all met at the same time. We met at a party, and years later he was like, you know what, I gotta tell you something. And I'm like, what? And he's like, basically it came out that he was offended by some comment that I made, like when they first started like actually dating seriously. I found out they were together, and I was like, what did you do to convince her to be with you? Like, what did you do to make her be interested in you? That's what I said to him. And for me, I was just, you know, I just said something, but for him it impacted him for years, to the point where like years later it came out that it really bothered him. And then she told me like, yeah, low-key we would always get into arguments about you and me. He didn't want us to be friends, and you know, he asked why you say that all the time, and I only said it one time, but he would ask her like throughout their relationship, like, why did he say that, why did she say that, you know, like. So anyways, it just reminded me of that energy. Like, you may find out years later, like the things that you say or do have like a super heavy impact on people that you just did not expect. So the poet says, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. And that's the thing about seduction. Seduction is very symbolic. It's very suggestive. It's not direct. You know, when you're seducing someone truly, well, unless you're a siren. If you're a siren, you may, you know, like pull on people's physical attraction or more outward suggestive nature. But with you guys, I get a very dark feminine energy where it's like people don't realize that you have them wrapped around your finger until like later. But this makes a lot of women or people of the same sex as you want to be just like you, because they see the impact and the control that you seem to have on other people. So if you notice that a lot of your friends like end up getting jealous of you, you know, or like end up trying to copy you, wear things that you wear, it's giving like Cassie, you know, when she started going to school dressed like Maddie. And I never watched Euphoria, but everyone has seen the clips where she comes to school in that blue get up and she's looking like all starry-eyed at Biscuit Head Nate. It's giving that kind of energy. You may find that you just got it, girl. You just got it, boy. And it seems like people like really like have to do the most to try to be like what you are just effortlessly. So I got so many downloads right away for you guys. We have the child nature, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. So you guys may have wanted to be a vet when you were younger, or work with animals in some way. Maybe you wanted to be like, you know, someone who had some sort of impact on animals, like saving the animals or something like that, saving the turtles. But that allows people to see your really soft side, and it's this interesting juxtaposition, because you, I feel like, really stand up for yourself, or you give people the silent treatment. There's no middle ground. It's like either you're going completely silent on people, and then just to feel your absence in their life is like so heartbreaking, or you are like not afraid to stand up for yourself. Like whatever way that manifests depends on your personality, but I get that energy. And it's weird for people to see how sweet you are with animals, and it shows people like, whoa, you are really sweet. You have a really sweet side to you. Why are you such a bee to me? Like, why are you so mean to me? Like, it makes them confused, because it's like they see that softness, but then you're like, you're not an animal. So why would I be sweet to you? Like, I just get this energy where it confuses people, because it's like, are you sweet or are you not sweet? You know what I mean? And then people, like, if they see you like cuddling up with an animal, they may, you know, come up to you and try to be friendly with you. And if you don't like them, you're gonna be like, and they're gonna be like, whoa, taken aback by it, because it's like, you were just being sweet, like you confused me. So we have the liberator and the mentor. You're someone who, now I'm seeing, that's so funny, I'm seeing a dump him t-shirt. I know those were really popular, like the dump him t-shirts, but now I'm seeing that dump him t-shirt. Maybe you were looking at it the other day, or you have one. But you're the type of friend who will tell your friends like, leave him or leave her, like you can do so much better off without them. You will gas your friends up. You're not weird about giving compliments. Like, you'll tell someone if they're looking good, like you'll motivate other people. I feel like you guys are also really inspired by powerful women. Weak women may irritate you, if I'm being honest. Like women who are boy crazy, and it's crazy because you guys may have been boy crazy, but then you had a bad experience that tapped you into this baddie energy. And now to see people who are falling at their knees for women or men, whoever, like that may irritate you. You're like, stand up. Like, you know, I just get this energy of you guys are a liberator and someone who can teach people to come out their shell and see their own confidence. And you just like seem to have it all together. You really do. And okay, so the liberator says freeing yourself from others, from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. The mentor says passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So you may be one of those type of people where you really have to convince yourself, like you have to give yourself an internal pep talk. Like when you see like someone going through it in relationships, you have to like talk to yourself and say, nope, don't help them, let them go through it. You got this and this and this to worry about. Like you have to resist, because you just know how to take someone from 0 to 100 in terms of confidence, in terms of, you know, their belief system, self-concept. Like you know how to help people. And I feel like you really have to like coach yourself and convince yourself not to just help everyone, you know, because you're like, I don't have the time, or, you know, let's not be friends with this person. They don't have anything to give to you. I feel like you guys genuinely have this like desire to help people in that way though, but it has to be a fair way. So I feel like later in life, you'll be called to some sort of mentorship when it comes to like helping, you know, like people or something like that. But in a way where you're getting paid for it and not like taking on more than you can handle. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse and the 4 of Cups. So you guys are comfortable being uncomfortable. You guys have the ability. It's like, I'm literally seeing like water droplets roll off of a car. It's like this energy where you have this exterior around you where if someone is spewing hate or negativity, it immediately rolls off, because you're able to tap in and say their intention is to hurt me right now, so this doesn't hurt me. You know what I mean? Like you just have this ability to naturally protect yourself. Or when you're unhappy, or when life isn't going the way you planned it, like at least on the outside, you genuinely appear to be okay and you make it through everything. And I don't feel like you guys know how to make it through, and I don't feel like there's nothing that can prepare you for trauma. But when trauma comes at you, you're staring at it right in the face. Like, you guys are so powerful, such a warrior. And I feel like people misunderstand like how much things actually affect you. I feel like things affect you a lot more than you will show, but you really do get through them. So we got the 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. That's an energy of you guys like standing 10 toes when it comes to a conflict or when it comes to a challenge, a struggle. You guys will stare the devil right in the face, and some of y'all may spit on him, like start a fight. Like, I'm picking up on someone who is like really fiery and feisty. But most of you just have this inner belief and knowing of who you are. And man, I feel so inspired by this pile. Like, this is why people feel so inspired by you. So take it as a compliment. All right, last card I'm gonna pull for you guys because a lot came through channeled. We have the 2 of Swords in reverse. So you're someone who has a lot of internal knowledge and information, and I'm getting a spiritual attack energy. So as much as the powers that be want to make it seem like there isn't something else going on here on this planet, there is. And I feel like you guys know that. So be very mindful of the people who walk into your life and trust your intuition, because it feels like you guys may be getting spiritually attacked because of this power, or this could be attacked by other people as well. But I also feel like a higher level of this where it's like, you know, the powers that be want to make it seem like psychic, you know, stuff can't be proven, and we're all just like coming into this world and no one has any power. But there are powers that do know that that's true. Or sorry, there's people, you know, high up in society who know that that's not true. And I just get a little bit of a watchful type of energy. So that's like a message coming through for you guys, like, protect yourself. Don't take on every challenge. It's not going to be worth it, you know? You gotta like protect yourself. I just get that message coming through at the end where it's like, in the grander scheme of things, I feel like you guys are realizing that this power you have isn't normal, and it's like something within you that's being activated. And just kind of hide yourself, protect yourself. Don't seek out challenges, you know what I mean? Because I feel like there are people who are looking for people who have this energy. And if they find you, you may not know who they are, but they're gonna know who you are because they know about this energy. Even though the powers that be want to play it like, oh, people are psychic, what? People have internal power, we were gods and goddesses, we're active, that power's being activated, what? That's conspiracy theory. No, it's not. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading, but that was your message today, group 1. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.
All right, group 2 with the greenstone. Let's get right into it. Why do people want to be like you? So we have the Rebel and the Gossip card. So I feel like you guys are not ashamed of your messy side. You're not ashamed of like your shadow, you know? You'll gossip, you'll go to the club, you'll drink, you'll smoke, you have vices, you know? Like, you genuinely like to live your life, and people don't like that. People don't like that. People don't like that you're so free and that you don't conform and that you don't play the chess game with them, trying to impress people by being subtle and by hiding your intention. Like, you are who you are and you embrace that. You're a rebel. You like to gossip. You like to have fun. You like to laugh. And you're not constricted by this PC society. You don't care about offending people. You will say offensive things and like you're living your life. Like, you know how like you can just tell, like, especially on TikTok, like a lot of people are like so quick to, they can't even watch a video and just laugh. They have to say, oh, but there's this, or oh, but like, and it's like, you're just ruining the whole joke. Just sucking the fun out of everything. And with this energy, I feel like you guys are not the PC police. You're not politically correct. You don't say, like, you'll say the things that people find embarrassing or uncomfortable. You'll talk about the things that people find embarrassing and uncomfortable, and you're free. I may be crazy, but I'm free. Like, it's that kind of energy. And people are they want to copy you because they want to be able to not be controlled, you know? They want to allow their true spirit to shine, but they've been convinced by society not to. And they want you to, you know, tame yourself down as well. And I don't feel like you guys will do it. The rebel challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve your inner needs. So if people say that you should be modest or you should dress this way, act this way, I'm so over, like, specifically feminist coaches. Like, girl, I saw this video the other day, and this girl posted a video of do's and do not in the club. She was like, do not, and then she, like, you know, was twerking, she was getting in there, she was doing her thing, and then she was like, do, and she had like this glass of champagne and her legs crossed, and like, ma'am, you were already at the club. Shake some ass. I'm sorry, shake some ass. Like, you're at the club, ma'am. Save that for the Lord. Save that for Sunday. Like, you're at the club. Anyways, it's just like, I get this energy of you guys being like, listen, I do what I like. I am who I am, and I don't care if you like it because I'm living for me. It's like that audio. Oh, okay, that's you, but me, I'm gonna turn up. I forget exactly how it goes. But with you guys, you're like, no, I'm gonna do my own thing. Ooh, people don't like you. All right, so we have gossip. This one says, awakens consideration for the feelings of others and honoring trust. We got the prostitute card that came out. We have the goddess card that came out, and we have the companion card. So you're an amazing friend. You're someone who does participate in hookup culture, or you do like to, you know, kiss a random stranger in a club. I mean, maybe not nowadays because there's like other things you got to worry about, but you used to be the kind of person who was free. You don't look at intimacy, physical intimacy, as this thing that has to be, you know, protected, like on a spiritual level, but on a moral level, girl, as long as you're practicing safe, you know what, like, bust it open and go on with your life. Like, if that's what you want to do, girl, twerk it, jerk it, and keep on, if that's what makes you happy. I love this energy, you guys. The goddess says the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So you're not afraid of your own sensuality. Like, you're like free the nip, like, kind of people. I don't want to say too much because YouTube's gonna be like, okay, you're doing too much, and they're gonna like flag my video. But I feel like you guys are like, it's giving Rihanna. You know how she'll show her body and things like that. It's giving like free kind of energy, you know. Accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating your power of your spirit. That's for the P card. And I feel like with that one, it's just like you do your own thing, you'll sell it. Listen, let's be real, you may have an OnlyFans, or you may, you know, be selling it for doing some strange for some change. But listen, that's your business. I'm not gonna judge you. Like, I'm not gonna judge you. And then we have the companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. So you'll genuinely walk, like you go to the club with your friends and you're like, bring some flats, so you're not, but when your feet start hurting, you're not, you know, struggling. She doesn't bring them. You will give her your flats and you'll wear her heels, like, even if she was in the wrong, because you're just a genuinely selfless person. You're actually loyal. You love people. And so many people want to look like something just so they can feel like they are something. You're the type of person who isn't afraid not to look a certain way because you know who and what you are. You are loyal, you are unselfish. So you don't care if people look at you like someone who's not dependable, whatever, because your friends know your heart. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't. Not everyone is meant to understand you, group two, and that's good, because once people see like that you're such a kind, loving person, they want to take from you. So it's a protection mechanism. If people can't see past you know, the societal conditioning, they don't deserve to be in your life. They don't deserve to be your friend. They don't deserve to benefit from you anyways. And people may say, you're never gonna find a man, you're never gonna find love. And it's like, you're gonna find a rich man. You are a rich man, okay? We got the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the King of Cups. You have never had to fight, scheme, and do the most for love or attention. You naturally get attention, you naturally get love offers, and that's why people want to be like you, because they want to be free. They're like, you know, they're living their lives like, I'm being good, I'm such a good person, and I'm being so free, or sorry, I'm being so like, I'm doing everything that everyone is telling me to do in order to get love, in order to be happy, and I'm not happy, and I don't have love. And this is giving hoes are winning. It's giving that type of energy, because it's like, why are you free but you're getting love and attention and whatever? And it's because that's not true. You guys can see through illusions, you can see through bullshit, and you live life for you. And I just admire the heck out of that, because it's seriously so rare. We have the Page of Swords and the Magician. I feel like you guys may be shopaholics. I'm getting a little bit of an energy of you guys have trouble saving money, but I feel like if you guys have a budget, if you have to budget, if you have to save money, if you can't spend money, it makes you feel like life is not worth living. Like, it makes you feel like this is not life. I'm not gonna live my life miserable, always saving money. Like, you're not like that. So Spirit is saying with the Magician and the Page of Swords, you're gonna attract to you the people who are good at saving money, who are good at the numbers and, you know, like the masculine stuff that is more left brain, like math. We have the World card in reverse and the Temperance card in reverse. So you're okay, like, not living in the best apartment, not having the best life, you know? It's like a lot of people live in these fancy apartments that they can't afford to post cute pictures on social media, you know, but they don't live. They spend all their life working, getting 2-3 jobs just to make ends meet so they can have an apartment to impress other people outside of them. You guys live for you. You don't care. Yeah, you may sleep on a blow-up mattress, but you're happy. Like, I live for this energy. It's so freeing. We have the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So you got some failed relationships, some heartache, but you still show up as a good friend. You still show up as open for love, open for best case scenario. It hasn't changed you as a person, and the world hasn't made you cold, and that's why people want to be like you. We have the Seven of Pentacles, another energy of willing to be uncomfortable. Six of Wands in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. You've had some failures and you're still learning, but you're going through life. You're living it. You know, you're not spending your entire life trying to look like something. You're living your life. And that is the thing that many souls in the ethers that haven't been able to find a body to incarnate yet can't say. They can't say that they get to live. And you do. And people who pass, I just saw 222 on the clock. People who pass off this earth, a lot of them will look at their life and be like, I wasted it. I wasted it trying to live for this person and trying to look like this instead of living and doing and being. And that is what I have for you guys. I love you. That was your pile. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading, but that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.
All right, group 3 with the blue stone. Let's get right into it. Why do people want to be like you? So we have the Alchemist and the Advocate. You have this ability to turn something negative into something positive. You also have a lot of, like, a super strong life force, a lot of creative energy within you. It's like you have this well of energy that you found within you that you can pull out of and create from. It's very interesting. Okay, so the Alchemist says transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. The Advocate says inspires you to put compassion into action. So you're someone who kind of makes people look outside like societal, I don't know how to describe this. I'm hearing classism, like if someone doesn't have the nicest shoes or the nicest car or the nicest apartment and your friends make fun of them, they're in for a rude awakening when they see that you're not the kind of person that's just gonna go with the crowd. Like, I feel like new people are kind of confused by this, because it's like you're super friendly and nice and loving and caring and you seem fun until they start trying to talk negatively about people, or, you know, like just be rude or whatever with their words, like hateful or mean. And you're not going for that. Like, you don't entertain that. And people get like off put when they're like, wait, we're not gonna talk about this person so we can feel better about ourselves. Like, they get genuinely confused that you don't need to do that. People want to be like that. I feel like you guys have a strong sense of like right and wrong, and you're not gonna not be friends with someone because they're not conventionally attractive, or because they don't have anything that they can bring into your life, like in terms of money. Like, you're not that kind of person. You will be friends with anyone. We have the child wounded, so you guys may have gotten like bullied or something like that when you were younger. People may have been mean to you. Awakens compassion and the desire to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. So you have a strong sense of forgiveness, a strong sense of right and wrong, and you will stand up for the underdog. You may identify as an underdog, someone who had your glow up like outside of school, after like high school. You know, you may have had your glow up, or you know, you may be someone who sees your privilege in a way, and you're not going to allow people to like, so for me, or all like, you know, a lot of black girls will have people say, oh, you're pretty for a black girl. And whenever I hear that from like white men, like, just because I entertain you does not mean that you can say things like that. It's immediately a no. I completely turn off. Like, I don't feel good getting that validation, because that shows me what's in your spirit, and I want nothing to do with that. And it just reminds me of that. Like, people may say, oh, you're pretty for this, or a big girl, or, you know, whatever. They may say something that's like really a backhanded compliment, but people may try to gas you and you don't go for it. Like, you're like, you know, people may treat you like, so say like you're a 5'3" spicy Latina, you know, you're what's in, you're super hot. You don't allow people to gas you up and talk about other women around you. Like, you're not feeling that. You don't feel like about that. Like, no, it immediately is a turn off. Like, with you guys, I feel like you don't need someone to gas you to feel like you're that girl. Like, you know who you are. And people want to be like that because they're controlled by validation and compliments, whereas none of that impresses you. You really have to come with more. You have to show, like, it's like, I feel like you guys are like, you have to show me who you are on the inside for me to be attracted to you. I'm not just going to entertain you because you compliment me or because you think I'm that girl. I know I'm that girl, you know. So you guys have a very strong sense of self, a very strong character. We have the athlete. So you guys kind of seem like you can do anything. You may have been very athletic in school. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. Girl, leave me alone. My cat is like meowing at me right now. She's like telling me like, yes, like she's here for group 3. But yeah, there's an energy here of you guys kind of like, you guys may be the kind to try to wrestle people like in the bars, like arm wrestle people. Like, I just get this energy where you guys are very physically strong and you don't allow things to get you down. Where you grew up, how much money you had when you grew up, your community, like whatever it is that would be a negative condition, you don't look at it as a negative condition. You look at that as fuel. It makes you more hungry. It makes you feel powerful. You feel like so strong-willed. And then we have the heroine, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So I feel like you guys are on a spiritual journey, getting to know yourself. You love to see other people stand up for themselves, and I feel like you guys are inspired by people who have good character. Like, people who have good character, that's something that is very important to you. When you look for friendships, when you look for relationships, you don't look for people who are just yes men, yes women, gonna tell you what you want to hear. You look for people who are gonna tell you when you're wrong. You look for people who are gonna keep you at the top of your game. Like, you don't want people to just tell you what you want to hear. You want people who are going to empower you and get you to the next level. Like, I feel like you guys are go-getters. We have the Three of Cups. Oh, I'm not even going to get into that yet. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Cups. So you guys had some sort of issue with manifesting. I feel like in the beginning of your life, you started off with unfair circumstances. And so when you like see people who have it easy, like the Kardashians or something like that, like you're not the kind of person that feels like, well, you had the silver spoon. Like, you don't care about that. You're like, I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna be even richer or even better. You're not mad at people who are successful. You're not mad at people who did have a silver spoon. You know, like you're just, you have so much grit to you and so much personal power. We have the Strength card and the Two of Wands in reverse. People like that you make up your mind and you have strong opinions. I feel like people who hate this are people who want to take advantage of you. So like narcissists are repelled by you, relationships in the past that couldn't control you, friendships, if they don't feel like they can control you, they may exit your life. Rejection is protection, okay? So take it as exactly that. Because if people want to control you, once they see that they can't, they may walk out of your life. But people wish that they could control you. They wish that they had such a strong sense of will. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys are willing to take the hard way out. Like, it's always work smarter, not harder. But if you have to work harder, you're not going to be a victim and say, it's too hard. Like, you may have your moment where you cry, you do whatever. But at the end of the day, you're going to stand up and do what you need to do. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Wands. You will not be defeated. You will not be nothing is going to keep you down too long. You have so much power, and people admire that, because people like fall apart and, you know, something happens and they just can't handle it and they lose it, and you don't. You will stand up for yourself and show up for yourself, and that's something that people like really wish they had. We got the King of Cups and the Three of Cups in reverse. So I feel like for whatever reason, you may attract a lot of married men, married women, married people, or people in relationships want to have you as their side piece. I don't feel like you entertain that at all. People may even leave their relationships to try to be with you, I'm seeing. And I feel like because you guys don't go for the okie doke, people may do all of that. And people a lot of times have this like, to and fro going in their head, and it's like, I don't like you romantically at all. There's no to and fro going on here, but people will choose to believe that you and them have some sort of flirtationship when you don't. It's very strange. And I just get this energy that you guys specifically want someone of good character. So it doesn't validate you to see a man or a woman leave their relationship for you, because you only seek relationships with people who have good character, people who aren't going to be sloppy and a cheater, you know? So that's something that came up in the end. That's kind of like, I guess, unrelated a little bit, but something that did come up. And people wish that they had the ability to stay out of the messy situations that you do. And it's like, you get so much attention even from taking people that people get very jealous of it. But people wish that their standards weren't so low that they entertained relationships like that. So yeah, that is what I have for you guys. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading, but that was your reading today. And I'll talk to you later.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.
All right, group 4 with the Yellowstone. Let's get right into it. You guys actually had 3 cards that came up that was under your stone, and usually I flip them over immediately. I don't look at them, so I can just channel the messages like right on the spot. But for you guys, they flipped over and I saw them and I'm like, T. Okay, so we have the slave, the lover, and the healer. Immediately I was hearing, I'm a slave for you. There's something about you. You like to be submissive, something about power. You like to feel powerless and you like to feel powerful. So you may be a switch. But I'm getting a little bit of BDSM energy here, where you like to be subservient. You like to, okay, let me not get like freaky, but I was just seeing like someone like spitting in someone's mouth. Okay, So we have the lover card here. This one says great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation for something or someone. So you guys are definitely a lover, and people want to be like you because they can't love people the way you do. And it's serious. Like, I feel like you guys are so detail oriented. It's out of this world. Like, when someone tries to please, okay, so say like there's one person in common that you've dated, and then there's you and there's the other person. Like, there's you and then there's the ex. Your love is very different. The way that you love this person would be very different from the way that they would love this person, because they try, like, I'm getting like same old tricks energy, you know? Like, for an example, if you want to be sexy for your person, you're not going to pull out lingerie. Like, you may pull out a whole leather cat suit, and they get home and you got chains and whips, and it's looking like I just feel like this energy with you guys where it's very different. Like, you're very unconventional. Like, everything with you is turned up even higher. Everything with you is very detail oriented. Or if you know that your person is seduced in a different way, you're going to seduce them the way that they are seduced. So if there's someone who actually doesn't like, you know, anything like super kinky or anything like super, like, I don't know, they don't like too much, like, you will seduce them with your mind. Like, you're so tuned and tapped in. Like, I don't know, there's a very unique energy about you guys. Okay, so the slave says surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. So you have this ability to sit with your heart wide open, potentially to be hurt, but for the, like, if you're gonna love someone, you're gonna love them all the way. You don't hold back. And then we have the healer card, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So you have a lot of healing power. You know what to do in order to heal. You guys may be into Reiki or physical therapy as well, or you may be into giving massages, or you may have crystals and you do like crystal work on your partners. And I feel like you guys are very cognizant and worried about their mental health, their healing, etc. So you're someone who's very like, you're not just like, oh, I care about you when you're pleasing me, you know, when you're giving me words of affirmation, when you're, you know, doing things for me. You're like, I care about you and the fact that I'm proactive, so I'm gonna, you know, cook a meal for you, I'm gonna help you eat better, you know, I'm going to, like, I feel like you guys are very, not just like, oh, I care for you, but I let you drink your life away or eat your life away. Like, I care for you, so I'm going to do for you. Like, I feel like you guys show through action how you care for people, and you have healing power whether or not you know it. Ooh, we got the bully and the shapeshifter. What is going on with you guys? You can be a little mean, but people like that. And I feel like you know that. Like, you're not afraid to be mean, and that's the thing. Like, I was looking at something like this thread about Rihanna, and people, like, she posted this video with no makeup on, and people were like going in on her, and they were like, Rihanna's mid. Like, on Twitter, people were like talking about Rihanna's mid and whatever. And I commented, the thing that people don't understand, and it's never been that Rihanna's the most beautiful. It's always been that she lives for herself. She will flip you off. Like, she lives for her. She will be mean. She will laugh at you to your face. She will say, no, you cannot be in a relationship with me. I'm gonna go have a baby elsewhere. Like, she doesn't give you everything that you want, and that's why people are so attracted to her, because at the end of the day, people really do want to be free. And with this bully card, I feel like you're not afraid to be mean to people. You're not afraid to patronize people. I don't think that's the right word, but you're not afraid to, like, intimidate people or to show them your negative side. And people like that, and also people respect that. The card says highlights your tendency to intimidate others, help you confront the inner fears that bully you. So if someone feels like, you know, if they start that negative self-talk, where they feel like they can't accomplish something, or where they feel like, you know, they are not as good as the next person, like whatever it is, like, you don't allow people to bully themselves, and you will confront people when they are being mean as well. So there's like this energy with you where it's like you really are a shapeshifter. One moment you can be the nutritionist, next moment you're the kitten the kitten on the prowl. The next moment you're nuck if you buck. Like, do we have a problem? Like, I just feel like you guys can really do it all, and people are so mystified by you. Like you capture people's attention on another level. Seriously, it's another level. The shapeshifter says skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness. Ooh, the ability to see the potential in everything. So the different levels of consciousness kind of caught my attention, because that takes me back to like the Reiki energy. You guys, you can get a bag. Listen, you better, if you feel called to do Reiki or any sort of spiritual healing, definitely go for it, because you can make a bag doing what you love. You have natural healing power. So yeah, that pulls me back to like the healer energy, where it's like you guys can navigate through different levels of consciousness, awareness. You get messages in all sorts of ways. You can, I feel like you guys can have a conversation with anyone, because you know at least one thing about everything on this planet, or you just have this ability to shapeshift and resonate with people on so many different levels. It's giving Gemini. Oh, people love you because you can walk away and you will heal and you will move on. People love that you will not stay stuck on them forever. And that's why they're jealous of you. That's why they want to be like you, because if you have to walk away, you will experience that pain. We got the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Swords in reverse. You will heal and you will move on. And even if you're lonely, you will move on. And even if it means you don't have someone to cuddle at night, you will move on. Like, there's nothing that's gonna hold you back. We got Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. So you guys seem to be naturally lucky. And there's an energy of you guys literally being an alchemist, like turning lead into gold. Like, it's like an energy of someone may live in a high-rise apartment that's $6,000 a month, and you live in an apartment that's $1,500 a month, but it's so cool and unique and decorated beautifully, and it's quirky, and you have a lot of beautiful art. Like, for me, what I see the minimalist aesthetic really in right now. But me, I love texture, I love color, I love like dimension. So me, my house will never be turned down. Like, I know this background looks like, oh, maybe, but for me, I love like really wild, like, I love that. And I feel that energy with you guys, where it's like, you know, people want to be at your house, they want to be around you. You know, you may not have the most money or connections, but people still gravitate towards you. And it's like, you know, a lot of people are jealous about that, because they feel like they're super beautiful. They may have gotten even work done on them. Like, they have a lot of money, they're super beautiful, but why don't nobody want to be around them? People are very naturally jealous that you seem to be able to get all the attention, that you seem to naturally captivate people without having the most resources or the most money or the most whatever it is. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You're just that girl, you're just that guy. Like, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. So you'll talk to anyone. You don't have like, I feel like you guys, you know, some people, like, say like you're at a party, right? And there's people at the party who are well known, they're popular, or they have money. You guys have the ability to party with people who aren't popular or don't have money and still have a good time. And it's like the people who do have all the resources or whatever in life are standing in the corner looking at you jealous because you're having an amazing time. Like, you guys are just awesome. I love your energy. That is what I have for you. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want a private tarot reading, but that is what I came up with for you guys today. I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one.
Now offering 7-day vigil candles burned on my personal altar for money, transformation, romantic love, psychic ability, clearing negative energy, passion, power, and more.